don't really give a damn if Jackie like me or not. Jackie don't even like you, Chantel, so I know she don't like me.
Everybody, just calm down.
Girl, just calm down. It's a mess. What you having, a cocktail?
Girl, listen, when you on 3 hours of sleep, you need a cocktail to stay up.
Oh my God.
There's always time for a cocktail.
A little cocky.
A little cocky. Did you get your cock? Oh, that is disgusting.
Everyone knows my cock. Everywhere I go, they know my cock.
Ew, stop. No, that's not a flex. She if she was black, she would realize that's nothing she should say. Everyone knows my cock everywhere I go. Well, you might want to get checked out if everyone knows your cock.
Well, on both ends.
Right.
The cock or the cocky, whichever one you talking about, girl. Oh my God. Well, hello.
Well, hello.
Happy Tuesday. Hey, guys. And welcome to the Everybody Just Calm Down podcast. I am your gracious host for today, Danielle.
And I am Poe Theory.
What's up, y'all? Today we are reviewing season 12, episode 9 of Basketball Wives.
Yes.
This episode, before we start, was interesting.
It's official. I know I was up in the air last week about whether or not she would be Denise or New Girl, and she is now back to being New Girl.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, she New Girl 100%. And Brandy, I'm Brandy.
Brandy has turned me around. Yeah, no, it at the last second she turned me around, but nonetheless she did turn me around. So let's get into it.
Yeah.
So we start the episode off with Shanny, Ming, New Girl, aka Denise. Pretty much they are sitting down, they're having a little kiki. Also, what was interesting about that, Britt was also there. Brittany was also there. Brittany was also there. What was interesting to me with this first
Britt wasn't there. Britt wasn't there. It was just them three.
Britt was not there. It was just them three. It was just them three. They were just having little conversations. Basically, the little conversations being per Jackie.
Right.
Let's stop there. I don't want this whole season, and I think there's a history of reality TV where we get fixated on this one storyline and it's really not that big of a deal, but we make it, and it starts going into like tumbleweed and we make it a huge thing.
Like Beverly Hills do.
Yes. And then just drag it just so bad and it's just so beat. I want them to stop, and after this honestly, after they leave Hawaii, I want Jackie to be done. Like, it really should be done. I don't want to hear any conversations.
It won't be done because Jackie refuses to have the conversation. So it won't ever be done. Until she sits in a scene and actually has things fleshed out, it'll never be done.
Yeah, that's true. So they jump on the Evelyn, they start yapping, they jump on the Evelyn train. Now, New Girl, aka Denise, says that she has a completely different opinion about Evelyn. She says that there's a rat in the group and Evelyn is it. She said where the conversation went left was she had a conversation with Evelyn. She felt as though Evelyn was fishing, in her own words, for information on Shanny, which we'll pin that because we know later on at the dinner what we find out about that, and it really goes into next episode. But when you said that, it was a little interesting to me. Like, what did you gauge from that conversation?
Honestly, that conversation confused the hell out of me. I didn't understand why that even needed to be a conversation when it came to Evelyn. They're trying to make Evelyn the bad guy in this situation, and I just couldn't figure out where Evelyn went wrong. It sounded like Evelyn was having a conversation about the situation.
Right.
And Denise, new girl, has a weird fixation when it comes to Shanny.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what that is. It's like, it's
Yeah.
very odd. It's almost like she
wants to be
no,
her.
Shanny's mine. Shanny's mine. You can't have her. Evelyn, I
Yeah.
see what you're trying to do. Like, I don't know. It's just odd to me.
Possessive friend.
Yeah, I don't know.
But she comes across as like the possessive friend. She comes across as the friend that you grew up with from Sandbox when they meet your adult friend and they act like that. She doesn't even have that relationship with her.
Literally
That's,
just
I
met her
think,
this
is
year.
on a TV show. So
Yes.
I think that is a very, I think we should really put that into perspective there. So
Agreed.
Ring brings up the idea of them having a girls trip to Hawaii, which I thought was interesting. And Ming being the peacemaker, I'm glad that she did this because I was trying to figure out, since you're not Thai anymore, why are you here?
I would actually, that's crazy you say that, because I would actually view it the other way around. If Ty and Ming are not together, why is Ty there? I understand that she's the basketball, but the show is called Basketball Wives.
That's fair. Okay, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. Okay. No. No, that's fair. That's fair. Shanny off the bat already goes, well, I'm not going, and it's not just because of my mom's situation. We all know that she's been dealing with this ongoing custody battle with her ex. Okay, so we move on really quickly to Evelyn and Ty sitting down and having lunch. I actually enjoy seeing Evelyn and Ty. They're really fun together. I like the dynamic.
I appreciate this dynamic, just in terms of, I appreciate the dynamic if it doesn't turn sexual. I don't believe that it will turn sexual from Evelyn's part. I feel like it could turn sexual from Ty's part, and not from from the what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my god, why am I blanking on this word? What's that word? It's the not that okay, well, I'll just find another word. The assumption that the lesbian is the one that wants to turn everyone.
That's true.
But more so it's like, but Evelyn is Evelyn's a bad bitch. So like, I'm not looking at Ty crazy if she did try to holler at her. But I think to see that type of friendship, that it's so important to see those types of friendships.
Right.
Because, there's always been like this stigma about like, oh, you can't be friends with XYZ because they gonna try to holler at you. And it's like,
right. That's not the case.
That's not always the case. Yeah.
No, I agree with that. So I really enjoy their dynamic. They said they have a cute kiki. Ty is basically like, girl, I'm trying to figure out when you became public enemy number one. Because which happened genuinely overnight. Let's be real, guys.
And that is the thing that bothers me about Denise. I don't understand. I don't see Evelyn. Even when Evelyn got into it with Brandy, I didn't believe that was real, because it felt like she was joking when she got into it with Evelyn. I mean, when she got into it with Brandy.
Not even joking per se.
It wasn't that deep.
Like it really wasn't that deep. It was me telling you, girl, f you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what that was. So, and Evelyn is almost like, girl, no, I had a conversation, and that was it. So it would we'll put a pin in Ty in Evelyn's conversation, because again, it doesn't go anywhere further than that. But again, that conversation will live on past that.
Right.
So we skip to Jackie and Ming, surprisingly, and I was a little shocked about this particular scene.
You were?
Yeah, a little bit.
Why?
Before I realized that Ming was basically trying to get all of the ladies together for this particular trip, I was like, wait, why is she meeting up with Jackie? Not because of the little spat they had.
Oh, okay, go, yeah.
It was not because of the little spat, but I felt like Ming and Jackie don't know each other's language yet. And so I felt like with any other person, like a Britney per se, one argument is our last argument. So I was like, oh, are they really is this really a thing? So when I saw Ming looking like legitimately having a good time picking out the color palettes, and then speaking to her and then inviting her to the Hawaii trip. I was like, okay, this is actually real. It's not her just inviting because she's inviting all the friends. She actually was trying to pick Jackie's brain, and she had the conversation with her like, what did you want me to do? It ended up nasty. But also your daughter brought this to us.
Right.
But then Ming been dropping her little bones, hasn't she? Well, everybody
She
been dropping
has.
bones, child, but Ming has been dropping little nuggets to us. So Ming dropped some little bone to Jackie, that the trio, and I named them trio in my notes prior to them being the big three, which is so corny, but whatever. That the trio, Brittany, Denise, and Shanny don't care for Evelyn. Now,
And Jackie was hyped about that. Jackie's so messy. She just loves drama and chaos. The thing with Jackie is you can't. I've learned. When we said season 12, we've known Jackie for so long to keep it funky with you. Like, there's no way I would get on this show and get upset with Jackie. There's just no way.
Yeah.
Like, because it's just like you can't take it personal. Anybody can get it. Anybody can get it from Jackie. Jackie wants to make a good show. That's it.
Brandy said it best. Brandy said it best at that end. She was like, "Girl, she don't like you. I know she don't like me."
Right.
Like,
so it's like you can't get mad at that. Like, it's just Jackie. Like, you just laugh at Jackie. Jackie's a joke.
Jackie is a crazy old bird that you're like, yeah,
Right.
Go ahead, girl.
Child.
So the next scene we get to is the big three. They all meet up at Denise. They all meet up at the house for Shanny's paternity results testing with the custody battle situation. First of all, don't ever hold no carrot in front of me for an extra 10 seconds to say that you are able to relocate. Because that was something you could have just cut to scene. That pissed me off. Because you're acting like the answer was no. And you couldn't, like, it was over. So she adds some more exciting news after Shanny breaks the news to the ladies. Yes, she's officially moving to LA. Ha. The girls are crying. Brittany is extremely emotional. She has a lot of unresolved issues. That girl.
How old is Brittany?
I want to say they're definitely, I want to say younger than us. So they're in their early 30s.
33. Not that she 2 years younger than me, child.
So yeah.
So why is she acting like that?
I don't know. I mean, Well, let's be real. Let's skip into the future. I mean, let's be real. This whole little act that she did on the show was a facade anyway. So I mean, let's be real. We know what she looks like.
I mean, but that religion aside, I'm speaking just about because what she's doing with Shanny is real. That's real.
Yeah.
I just don't. Yeah. Anywho, yeah. Go ahead.
She's like a little disturbed. Like, let's just say that.
I say that. I say my big thing for the end.
Right. And she lets the ladies know that she is going to Hawaii. Whoop-de-doo. In the next scene, Ming is really moving and shaking with this whole trip. Like, she genuinely wants to get the girls together. So she's moving and shaking. So we get her with Jen and Brandy to invite them to the trip. There she goes again, dropping a bone about Evelyn versus the big three. Because, Ming, you actually didn't even need to tell these two this together.
Right.
Because, number one, Jen... Stop. Let's be real. Jen don't even...
But even the way Jen responded to it, it was kind of like... I feel like Jen treated it like... In her mind, she's like, yeah, I may not be like rocking with Evelyn super hard right now. But I know Evelyn enough that know... Evelyn don't give a fuck about these young bitches like that. Like, she don't
really
give a fuck about it. Like, because no one understands why Evelyn is the bad guy. No one gets it. Like, with those three, like, what? Like, Denise is... I'm not a fan.
But I said that day one. We were saying that we were like, there's something wrong. And Brandy said it. Brandy said it in this scene. Because Brandy was like, well, this fake ass Destiny's Child, I don't know what they got going on.
She said it's giving Pharaoh. She said she giving her Pharaoh, child.
Listen, she said Denise's spirit ain't right. And I think we can all agree. Farrah's nasty. Because where is she?
And then she had the nerve to say, and actually, the bigger indictment for me, Farrah is a big indictment. But the other part that kind of gagged me was she was just like, what's her thing? Like, what is she doing? Like, who is she? Like, what? Because they're trying. It's not like she's not saying it like you're a nobody. Yes. What she's saying is, I can't clock you. I don't know what you like. It's weird. Like, what's your thing? What's the thing that you do?
Yeah. It was very interesting. And again, the more and more this episode grows, Denise, you are the one, and Brittany, you are in a very close second, and Shanny, you're in a very close third.
The only reason that, in my opinion, the only reason we are not dragging Brittany in the same way we're dragging Denise is because Brittany has given us background. We understand that there is not an excuse, but there's a reason, there's an explanation why she is a trigger. Yes, she's like Denise. This. Exactly, Denise. We're like, what's happening?
We're still trying to figure out who you are, girl.
Hello.
Well, you know, for real.
You know, her ex-boyfriend is the
baby
Lonzo.
Is a ball.
Yeah, it's a ball. Is crazy. Aunt.
What does that mean? Like, okay, and he left you. So what are we saying? So, anywho, the ladies finally get to Hawaii, child. They act like they was going to Ibiza. They done made it. They done all came in their separate groups, which I knew they would because, again, everybody, it's only 2 friends apiece anyway, besides the 3.
Right.
So they all get there. Ming, she sits them down. She already starts choosing violence. She asked the lady. She asked Jackie first.
Can I? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
But I just want to ask you because you said do you think Ming is choosing violence? I don't think she's choosing violence. I am loving every time this episode. This episode, I just keep thinking, Atlanta. Why didn't you take Ming?
Yeah.
Like Ming is doing, like Ming is doing so well on this show.
Yeah, but she doesn't belong with this group of ladies.
She does not. But carry on.
Agreed. But she already starts off the bat with, asking Jackie, did she bring her good attitude or the nasty one? She asked the little big 3 over there, making sure y'all okay.
What was
Brandy,
big 2 at that point?
Well, it was big 2 at that point. It was big 2 because the surprise hasn't arrived yet.
The queen. That was when Brittany kept calling her
the queen. I was like, who's that?
There's only 2 queens on this show, and that is Jackie and Evelyn. Let's be very clear.
And your mother really that title.
Right, and low key, I feel like for the show, it is okay. For the show, it's Evelyn is the queen of the show. When Shawnee's not present, it's Evelyn. But when we talk about basketball culture, Jackie Christie on this show is the queen.
Jackie Christie,
is the queen. So calling Shanny the queen was what?
That was mind blowing because let's be real. There are literally only there are only 3 queens, and the crazy part about it is that Shawnee will only hold the title of basketball wife queen is because she really did create this universe of basketball wives.
Yeah,
and
but
she's
also
not even
too,
anymore.
Fair, but you could still view her in the same way that you view Jackie Christie because of who she was,
and for the longevity of the marriage.
Yes, and then also too how he talks about her. Like Shaq has nothing but positive words. Like Shaq would literally be like, "Hey, I messed that up." He'd be like, "I messed that up. I'm the reason that we not together." Yeah. Yes,
he's actually come out multiple times and said that. Yeah, no, well, there's only 3. There's only 3: Vanessa Bryant, Cookie Johnson, and Jackie Christie.
Excuse me. You missed.
Who else is up there?
Juanita Jordan. Are you crazy?
Juanita Jordan. I'm sorry, Miss Juanita.
Juanita was literally Juanita, if I'm not mistaken, is top 5 divorce settlements in America.
I
if
know
I'm not
that's right,
mistaken.
Miss Juanita. I'm
Tiger
sorry,
Woods
because
was Bezos was number 1. Number 2 was Tiger, and number 3 was Juanita. Don't you ever
I'm so
forget
sorry.
Juanita
I'm
Jordan,
sorry, Miss
sweetie.
Juanita. I'm so sorry. You and your queen.
That's the
Honey.
queen. Can you imagine? Let's do a quick little aside, just a quick aside, because I think about this all the time. I don't know why I think about this all the time, but I do. Can you imagine dating someone, marrying them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have the kids, you live the life.
Mm-hmm.
You get divorced from them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get money like, oh, I'll be fine. Yeah. And I got to make sure that I do right with my investments and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Imagine that you get a divorce settlement where not only do your kids, like your father, like their father is good, but not only you get half, so you good. So if you have another family, just from your settlement, you have created generational wealth from your settlement. Is
nasty.
Ooh, let's move on, because that's just God knew that he knew to make me a boy. He knew to make me a boy.
And listen, shout out to Juanita Jordan.
Hello.
The girls can learn, okay? So Ming starts her peace apology tour with Brandy and Evelyn, which I thought was
love that.
Which again we already just spoke about. They both received each other's apology. It wasn't even real apologies. No one really was like, "I'm sorry." But
Evelyn came in there joking and laughing.
She ain't take that
because she knew it wasn't that deep for her. I knew it wasn't that deep. Even though Brandy did, it was deep for Brandy. It was deep for Brandy.
Well, this
not
was
deep
really
for
for
Evelyn.
Brandy. This was for Brandy. This wasn't for Evelyn. Let's be real.
Agreed.
So you know what? So at the end of the day, so that was over and done with. So now we finally get the queen and she arrives. And
calling her the queen with the White House black market dress on is killing me. I'm sorry. Calling her the queen with the black market house? What's the company?
White House black market.
There we go. She had that good old mannequin dress on, child. Calling her the queen. Why are we calling Brittany? What are you doing? Why are you calling her the queen?
My notes say I don't honestly understand this weird codependency.
Okay, so I say this to you. I think you're probably my first friend to like actually say it out loud.
Well,
and that is like I've always been this way. But I have my thing is like you don't feel the need to explain yourself. Well, I feel the need to be like, no, I need you to understand what I feel.
What I'm saying. I just say to be done.
But I don't ever want nobody to get that confused with I'm fighting for your friendship. No, I just want to get it out.
I just want you to understand.
Yeah, I just want you to understand. That codependency stuff is so odd to me. And I think which is so weird from the Brittany standpoint, because I don't know Brittany's situation. Right. So I don't ever want to say her mother-child dynamic that they had is anything similar to the things that we talk about, which is
correct.
Because I don't know how deep it is. The way she responds, it sounds like it's very deep. So I don't ever want to say there are situations like that.
Very extreme. Very extreme.
But because I feel like in the way that I can disassociate is because I did not always have the strongest relationships with my parents in that way. Is why I'm able to be like, oh, well, if I can look at if I can have this odd relationship or this weird relationship with my parents, or we may not have always been close, or like it ebbs and flows. I'm damn sure not gonna really fight for a friend or fight for da 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 da, especially when I know I'm right, and that type of thing. I don't understand the codependency in that when Britt. You never had. It sounds like you never had that. So why are you
fighting so hard?
It's odd to me.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's a very interesting dynamic there. And it was interesting. So now we get into the nook and the cranny, the
Girl,
dinner.
Queen B is still killing me, child. Queen B is the queen. And I'm sorry, you leading. Go ahead. Go ahead. But I hope you say it. If you don't say it, I'm gonna say it. But go ahead.
The dinner has started. The
Mm-hmm.
big three arrive and surprise
Mm-hmm.
the ladies.
Mm-hmm. And what
Brit,
Britt say?
Brit
Girl.
says the queen is here.
And Brandy was like, okay, sure. Sure, Jan. Sure,
Girl,
Jan.
what
Sure. She's the
fucking right
queen. Brandy was looking like, she the queen? Oh.
I just told that little girl to stay in a child's place. I don't give a damn.
I'm like, what?
I don't know why that lady said that. I really don't know why. And we've been saying the queen all episode, but girl, you
That
really.
was Daniel, that was a lot to say that at the table where Evelyn is seated, where Jen is seated. The literally, like, these are, to me, I put Jen and Evelyn not on the same level, but in the same room as like a Nene, a New York.
Yeah.
Like, they're not on the same level, but they're in the same room. Like, these are like, I always will say this when it comes to Jen and Evelyn, these girls came on the screen giving us fashion and not needing to, calibrate. Like, they were those girls. And so it's just odd, like, what? Get out of here. But carry on. I'm sorry, my bad, girl.
No, it was, the queen.
Daniel, go.
And my thing about it is, and because she is the queen, she came in. Because she is the queen, she came in with a damn chip on her shoulder. She was ready to fight.
So can I say this? I do have an idea because I do know people.
Speak your piece. Go ahead.
I know people like this, where they are. Shanny grew up. I guarantee you. We there's a couple levels to this. So in Black communities, you will always have. If you're lucky, you have two, but most likely you just have one. One particular family, like, a family sect that is doing well for themselves, and they tend to be the ones that everybody comes to for money and needs to borrow money from, and yada yada yada. And that is why they always say, like, no matter how much money that a Black person has, they tend to never live in the same neighborhoods as white people that make the same amount of money as them, because white people tend to not be the only ones in their family that have that level of wealth. And so Shanny, looking at Denise and looking at Brittany, they probably didn't grow up with anything. Shanny grew up with a lot. And so Shanny probably comes off with that energy like, I'm that girl. I've always been that girl. I was the rich one of my friends. I was in private schools. I was my dad. As long as I've been alive, my dad was rich. We've always been rich. You get what I'm saying? So when she's calling her a queen, I don't think that she's necessarily calling her like she's the queen of the show. But I think Shanny comes off. She could probably be coming off a little elitist towards them, but they allow it.
Because I was gonna say for that particular circle, because look who they're surround. Their room is not the same room. They're only in the room that they're in now because they're filming on the show with them. In real life, these women would not be sitting at the same table.
I was born into it. You guys dated into it. I was born into this life.
Correct.
Y'all dated into it.
And then continue to build my family into this lifestyle as well. Because now I have two children. My husband plays basketball and my ex actually is a basketball player. So now I don't know anything except for this world. Facts. So when Shanny came in with the damn chip on her shoulder, I was confused about that. But another thing I was confused about, and let me know in the comments, can y'all let me know if Brandy was wearing a lace front braided wig or was that singles? because their baby hair was just a little too slicked down. And it never moved. The parts just never moved to me. This is this is a serious question. This is a serious question, and I need you guys to answer. Anybody that does hair in the comments, please let me know if that was a wig or not. And let me know if it was a good wig or not, because in my opinion, I don't think it was good. It was a braided wig, but let me know in the comments. But
So
anyway,
I have a phobia. One of my biggest phobias is trypophobia, and it is the fear of circles or holes or spaces. I had to keep fast forwarding because the way her braids were looking, it was making me giving me the ick, because it was literally like making my skin crawl. It's called trypophobia.
girl,
I'm not even trying to be funny. The way it was like, it wasn't hurt. Like, I don't like. Actually, let's fast forward because it's making my skin crawl now. But just thinking about her literally the way her braids were, her scalp, the way her boxes. Oh my god! Fast forward. Oh my god, it's making me itch.
Okay. We.
Oh my god! Like it was bad. I had to fast forward it. That's how bad her when it looked even worse. It looked worse in that apology scene, because I don't think it was. I think it was like too fresh. It was too fresh. It hadn't like set in yet. Oh girl! Oh my god! Now my eyes itching. Jesus! But go ahead, child. Sorry.
Oh God. Shanny drops the take a drink, y'all. The anxiety gets you.
Joe.
Oh God. Welcome to the party. If this is your first episode, this is the first of many crazy things that have happened to the show.
Right.
So Shanny drops this ball. She drops the bomb basically about Jackie talking about Brandy, which I thought it was quite interesting that she was so fixated on tearing whatever fake friendship or lack of thereof with Jackie and Brandy. And obviously, again, before you say your opinion, it was weird because before, as Shanny was going on her rant, we already knew Jackie wasn't going to be here for that. She disengaged immediately. She started laughing. Disengaged immediately, and basically was already saying, "I'm not staying here for this." Got up.
Right.
Which is Jackie's go-to. When her back is her, one thing about Jackie, her back is actually never going to be up against the wall. Because as soon as she feels a shadow in the back, as soon as she sees a shadow in her peripheral of getting too close, she's gone. She's out of there. My question to you is, what do you think about this dynamic with the child? Because we didn't even get to the nitty gritty yet of her really going in.
So, okay, let's be very clear. I think I told you this about my aunt. There are different levels to this. Like when she said that, like, Brandy, you over here trying to defend my mom, and like she was just kicking your back in. What? Okay, first of all, I've kicked your back in, Danielle. I have kicked in our other friends back in to my aunt that I'm extremely close to. When y'all make me mad or whatever the case may be, I'll kick y'all back into her. Because you know why? No, but I'm just saying. But if you irritate me or make me mad, or it's like something that I need to talk about, I'm kicking you back in. I'm kicking you back into my aunt. You know why? Because my aunt is not connected to y'all. Y'all not friends. Y'all don't know each other. So you talking about like that's a different vibe. Like Jackie should be able to kick all these women's back in to you. You're her daughter. That's a different level. No matter how close y'all are,
right?
Or whatever case, you should be able to do that. I feel nothing about dragging my friends to my aunt because y'all not close. Now it's different if I drag you to Jared. It's different if I drag you to our other friends. That's different. But my friend is like my family. That's who I'm safe to drag you. Like That would be like your husband saying to me, I don't know why you got her back because she was just dragging you to me. She is supposed to drag. If she got an issue with me, that is who she, pillow talk. That is who she's supposed to drag me to you.
I'm supposed to tell myself about the dragon? I already know.
Yeah, or like it's different, or like even if like let's say if we're in a trio, I'm even fine with that, but like it ain't like you going down the street dragging me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you are supposed to drag not supposed to, but if something comes up, if anyone you're going to drag me to,
right,
and I don't feel a way, it's gonna be to your husband.
Correct.
You get what I'm saying? So that was odd to me. That was so odd.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, it was very interesting to me. And then honestly, Jackie got up out of there. She got up out of there.
Yeah, she should have. I agree.
She should have. I agree. I'm not sitting here for this shit. I'm not sitting here for this
At this point, I'm on Jackie's side.
Yeah, I'm not doing this with you, and I'm not doing this here with you. First of all, I'm never. Let's be real. First of all, and I'm not on a show with none of my birds. But let's be real. I'm never in this lifetime arguing with a that I got cut out of me. And that's point blank, period.
And not only that, but there's a certain level. I may have had experiences with my parents or whatever the case may be. But let me be the first to tell you. This is where I will use this word, loyalty. I had to go into therapy to be honest about what I felt. You know, like I'm just never going to give... Like the way that Brittany and New Girl have these opinions and do that, like I'm just not giving nobody that. Like I'm just not. You not getting that from me because at the end of the day, when it has really come down to it, my mother has always been there for me. My mother gonna ride for me. She gonna have my back, whatever the case may be. I may not like the day to day or the intricacies, or the day to day. My biggest thing is somebody having my back and being there for me. They was having Shanny back. Yeah, but whoa, that's my mama, dog.
That's my mom. And
that's my mom, my guy.
That the little teeny boppers with the peanut gallery were the only two that were like, yeah. No grown woman at that table was like, yeah, that we ain't none of us are rocking. Yes,
because no one is because what I appreciate about Brandy in this situation is that Brandy graduated from Chantel, that's still your mother, too. All right, I understand. Whatever little beef you got, you can say whatever you want to say about your mama. But these other hoes, I got an issue with them having a problem. Like, why are you so invested? Why are you trying to make it worse?
So that's what I'm saying. And as soon as Brandy got back to that table, all hell broke loose. It was so weird. Brandy said, well, who even told you about the comment? Let's just start there. Like, who even said that you was being talked about? And here go Miss Denise. Oh, I did.
Oh, it's me. Like, I just, why? Like,
now, again, there's my
and then the flashback, but then also, too, let's also remember, the flashback, she said, I feel like they are manipulating my daughter. She didn't say my daughter is easily manipulated. She said they are manipulating my daughter. Basically saying these girls are trying to ruin the relationship with my daughter. She didn't say that Shanny was easily manipulated, like Shanny's gullible. Yes. That's not what she said. So even Denise was or misspoke. I don't want to say she lied, but she misspoke. She wasn't correct.
And then it was crazy because this girl keeps inserting herself in family business. And like I said, I don't want to put the race card in there. But again, I don't like this young lady around just talking. I don't like it. It's something about her in particular that's rubbing me the wrong way.
When we don't know nothing about you. The only thing that we know about you is your title card. When they say ex-girlfriend of NBA star Lasagna Ball, whatever his name is. That's the only thing we know. One of them balls.
Exactly. We've almost been waiting for Brittany to be tagged into the ring Because notice the camera has been showing her off and on, and she's been almost in the corner, like, yeah, tag me in this. Wait till I get in. Wait till I get in. Wait till I get in. She's been waiting. She can't hold her shit anymore. She jumps in the fight, which, again, in my notes, I'm saying she has been waiting to release this anger for quite some time because she was very upset.
Yeah.
And like foaming from the mouth, like, no, you guys are built on lies. No, you're going off of what you experienced with these women, and these other two didn't experience what you experienced with these other group of women last season. They never experienced that. So you're not only bringing your mom drama to this, you're bringing your personal drama towards these other women because they made you feel like the little girl on the show. That's why.
Right.
And so you have that perspective. And then we end it with Shanny basically telling Brandy, listen, Jackie don't like you, never will. And that's it. And Brandy came right back at her because I guess she was supposed to be so fucking shocked that she said that to her. Brandy came back and said, well, that's fine. And exactly what you said. That's fine. That's cool with me. If she don't like you, I know she don't like me. But at the end of the day, that's your mom.
Right.
Period.
Right. It's like that. It's that. That is where I think that's kind of like where my I don't know if loyalty would be the word. I guess like the respect of a familial relationship. That's kind of where it starts and stops for me. I can drag my mom. I can drag my mom.
But you can't.
You can't. Watch your mouth. My mother could have been pimping me out on the street. Watch your mouth.
That's my mama.
Because I'm a dragger. I have no issue with dragging. If that were the case, I have no issue with dragging my mama. But there's a certain level.
It's literally happened to me with her own with her own sibling.
Yeah, it's like, yo, watch your mouth, bro.
No, I'm talking to her the way I'm talking to her because that's my mom. I came from her.
Yes.
You want to butt in this? Now you about to get fucked up.
Hello? All right, let me rewind because that was dramatic. All right. I probably would not be defending my mother if anyone dragged her if she was pimping me out in the street. Well, that's a bridge too far. Drag her all you want. All right, let me take it back. Drag her all you want, but yes, what it sounds like what's happening in their relationship, you letting that's a lot.
You letting a stranger talk about your mama when you and your mama gonna be cool after this shit is done and aired and you not.
Let me tell you what your mama said about you, girl.
Anyway, right now, guys, we're gonna bring it to our favorite portion of the show, which is
everybody just calm down.
Girl, just calm down.
Well, tell us who you think you need to calm down, because I'm just exhausted.
For me, it's gonna be Shanny for me. It's Shanny for me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna gear it towards her not being loyal to her mom. I'm not gonna gear it towards that. It's more so of just you kind of knew what you signed up for, and I just kind of felt like it was something about her trying to turn Brandy against her mom that just felt icky. My thing is this. Or get off the pot.
Hello?
There's no way in the world that I would put myself in a situation like that and then be shocked that my mother's behaving the way that she's behaving or doing whatever she's doing. And neither my mom should be in that same way for me. It is almost as if Shanny thought, let me get on these cameras and
see if we should change.
Yeah, and it's like that. Why would you think that? Like, it's just odd to me. It's just,
you
set
yourself up.
It's like you're choosing this. You're choosing it almost. Not almost. You're choosing it.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm actually who needs to calm down for me is the queen and her two peasants.
Are you gonna do the big three?
The big three. And the
Okay,
reason
girl.
why they can collectively get it is because they collectively decided they wanted to be in this fight together. Shanny, you're the
Agreed.
ring because you're the queen. You're number one on the list. And again, I agree. Nothing to do with the mom situation. That's something that's like it's personal, but it's like, all right, girl, you already know your mama. Like, you should not set yourself up for this. The weird
Right.
it's the weird trying to kick the conversation, the backs end of the conversation that you had with your mom previously when you was in good spirits with her, that's trying to drag other relationships that she has with with this circle of women. That's the part that I don't like, because that's the weird shit you
Yeah.
do when you're not friends with somebody and then you tell all they tea. Weirdo. We was just cool. Was you
Mm-hmm.
waiting to spill
On
that?
Mad Day.
What
Agreed.
the fuck? So that's why you're getting it. Denise, stay out of grown folks' business. You gonna get yourself caught up in a whirlwind of trouble, and it's gonna be a fight that won't nobody be able to save you with. Because I'm telling you right now, Evelyn nor Jackie are the ones that you actually need to play with. Out of all, and shout out to all my women over 50. For a women of a particular age, them ain't the ones that's gonna be sitting there and doing and knitting hats. They're about that life. You just saw
Hello.
her hop over a couch for your other one who's about to get it next. And then
Mm-hmm.
Brittany, you're number three. You need to calm down because you got a lot of built up animosity about a lot of personal shit that you need to deal with. I think you need to personally be off the show and deal with that personal issue and then come back to us when you're in better spirits. That is
Agreed.
all.
I'm with you
That
when
is
you're right
all.
now.
Well, guys, thank you for listening to our rants. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. We appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much and tune in for next time. Bye, guys.
Peace.